PRRS is a single-stranded RNA virus that has been identified in the North American pork production system since about 1987. It infects pigs, is readily transmissible between pigs, and is the one disease that is most economically significant in the pork production system today. What I like to call the three principles of PRRS control deal with maximizing immunity, minimizing exposure, and then to follow that up by monitoring and measuring the effectiveness of your control procedures. Maximizing immunity for the PRRS virus is to have the animals in the best situation to be able to defend against the infection. And to do that, there are tools in a toolbox to use today, the main one being to vaccinate with available vaccines prior to their exposure to the wild type virus. So you maximize their immunity by giving them exposure through a vaccination prior to their exposure so you can help them get through the disease with the least negative effects on them. Pillar 2 is minimizing exposure. And to minimize exposure as you practice good biosecurity to stop external introduction of new virus strains. You have vaccines on board so that you minimize the replication and the effects of the infection in the animal itself. And you try to keep their immune level as high as possible so that you minimize the shedding between animals or potentially even shedding between sites. The third pillar about monitoring and measuring, you're measuring the outcomes of your interventions to try and minimize the impact of PRRS. And so you monitor for infection in all aspects of your production system, and you monitor what the outcomes are of your intervention strategies, your biosecurities, your vaccinations, and you see whether you're getting the goals that you intend to by your interventions to minimize the impacts of the PRRS disease. The thing with PRRS is there's no one single silver bullet that fixes everything. It is basically, when we talk about the protocols that you put in place, it is a combination of multi-facets of intervention. You try and avoid the infection if you can with biosecurity. You try and maximize their immunity with vaccination. You want to minimize their response to the disease. All those aspects of keeping everything to the utmost to try and work together to make as good of an outcome as you can.